Sometimes we're asked to find the range given a domain. Let's see how we would do that in this situation, right? So it says that we want to determine the range of what's going on here given a domain that's going on here. Let's break down this notation. It's just like what you did in functions. It's saying the same thing, only thing is that it's written differently, right? So what it's saying here is that we want to determine the range f maps to x. So it's saying that the function of f, right, such that x maps onto x squared minus 2x plus 1. So this arrow, it just means that x maps onto this function. So it would be like a mapping, right? Where we have an input value x, we put it through the function f, and then we get an output, or f of x. So that's all it's saying. So that just means we're going to put x into this function. And we're given this domain. From -1 to 3. So basically what we need to do here is to find the range, right, given this domain or this set of input values. So let me write that down. Let me kind of organize it in a table. So I have x, which is my input, right, value of x. I have my function x squared minus 2x plus 1. And then I'm going to have f of x, which is going to be my output. Okay? So I have 5 different input values here. Let me start with -1. So I'm putting -1 into my function. It just means that wherever I see x, now I'm going to put -1. So that's going to be -1 squared minus 2 times -1 plus 1. -1 squared is 1. Minus 2 times -1 is 2. Negative times negative is a positive. And we put back the plus 1. 1 plus 2 plus 1 is going to be 4. So that means my output is going to be 4 for my input of -1. Now to find the rest of the values in the range, I'd do the same thing with the others. So I'd put 0 here, and then again, that would just be 0 squared minus 2 times 0 plus 1. Just put it back in the same function. 0 squared is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. So that's 0 minus 0 plus 1, which is just 1. Now with that in mind, do you think you could finish the rest of values? Do you think you could put in the rest of values for 1, 2, and 3? Okay, so let's talk about your answers. So we're putting 1 into the function. So that's going to be 1 squared minus 2 times 1 plus 1. And did you get 0? I hope you did, because 1 minus 2, that's -1 plus 1, that's 0. For 2, it's going to be 2 squared minus 2 times 2 plus 1. 2 squared is 4 minus 4 plus 1. That would give you 1. And then lastly, 3 squared minus 2 times 3 plus 1. Let me bring this down a little bit. That just means I'd have 3 squared, which is 9. 9 minus 6 plus 1. That's 3 plus 1. So that would be 4. So these are my output values. All of these over here are my output values for f of x, right? So that means my range would be 4, because you notice 4 is there, 1, 0, 1 again. Now, since 1 has already appeared here, I don't need to write 1 again. I can just leave it. Likewise, 4, I already wrote 4 here, so I don't need to write that again. So that just means my range of values would be 4, 1, 0.